It is Saturday, November 13th, 2 p.m. Pacific, 2021. Good afternoon, and welcome to today's episode of Strawbunny Slime Streams. Once again, going off script and messing myself up before I even get the stream started. I'm your host, Strawbunny Slime, aka Mocha, and I just want to check and make sure there's actually folks in the audience before I commit to this. Because we're getting back into Morrowind. Hey, there you are. We're getting back into Morrowind, and as with the previous episode, I have another little introduction I wrote up. And I want to make sure I'm not about to spend like 5 minutes reciting lore to an empty room, you know? So as long as we've got someone here, a captive audience, not allowed to leave. Ahem. Here is a story of the nature of Mundus, oblivion, and all that is or was. That at the beginning was Anu, essence of all things, and through his desire to know himself, he created first his soul, Anuiel, and then Anuiel's self-reflection, Sithis, who was limitation. In their interplay was made the Orbis, all creation. Anuiel's reflecting was turbulent and went on without design, and the souls of the Orbis asked for a schedule that some order might be made. From this request, Anu created Auriel, and Auriel was time. From Auriel came linearity, and from linearity came new forms, new names. Magnus, Mara, Zen. One of these was Lorcan, god of limitation, who desired, blasphemously, to create a soul for the cosmos, where the smallest of fragments may know themselves as Anu knew himself. In his scheming, Lorcan convinced many to aid him, even Auriel, who was promised the status of king. Thus they created the Mundus, the mortal plane, and became the Et Ada, all-powerful spirits that would be known to mortals as gods. The world of mortals, though, was a limited thing, hardly of Anu at all. Lorcan, born of Sithis, knew this well, and through this limiting Lorcan killed many Et Ada, weakening them to such a fine degree that they became severed from Anu, withering and fading from existence. Some few Et Ada escaped, such as Magnus, the architect, whose flight rips a hole in the fabric of the universe, creating the sun, a hole into the limitless plane of magic. Others transformed themselves to suit this new world, the Elnephe, the Earthbones, who married and birthed children to carry on their legacy. Each generation of Elnephe was weaker than the last, and soon enough this breeding formed the Aldmer, the first of the elves. The weakest souls Lorcan claimed for himself, and he named them men, and men brought Sithis with them into every corner of the world. In this chaos, Anu had forgotten his fragments, filling their places with other things. But unto the desperate Auriel, god of time, the lesser Anuiel granted a bow and shield, to fight the hordes of men. In the war many elves were lost, the Chimer who took their people to Morrowind, and the Bosmer who bred with men and soiled their bloodline in the act. In Auriel's army was the general Trinimac, a knight of great renown, who cast Lorcan down on the battlefield and tore his heart from his body. Men dragged Lorcan's body away and swore to take revenge on Auriel and the Mer, but Trinimac and Auriel found they could not destroy the heart of Lorcan, that it was sewn into the nature of the world itself. Auriel instead fastened the heart to an arrow, letting the last piece of Lorcan fly into the sea, where no one would ever find it. In the Third Era, year 427, the Emperor of Tamriel, Uriel Septim VII, sends us, a prisoner of no import, from the mainland to the northeastern island of Morrowind to join the Blades. We discover in the doing the power of our anonymity. No other Blades know why, but the already insular people of the province of Morrowind grow ever more fearful of Outlanders, unwilling to discuss the state of their island. The Ordinators, the high guard of the godlike tribunal, punish those in possession of any knowledge that would suggest imperfection in the tribunal. Even discussing their mythical flaws is met with punishment and scorn, and thus the people believe themselves safe from harm under the ever vigilant eyes of the tribunal. Nothing could be further from the truth. The ghost fence, a magical wall built to hold in a mysterious and incurable blight, is beginning to fail, and a forsaken royal house of Morrowind rises to power under the banner of a devil of Morrowind's pantheon, Dagoth-Ur. A legendary figure, the Nerevarine, apprentice to the tribunal's centermost god, is soon to arrive, if the myths are true. But who is Dagoth-Ur? And who is the Nerevarine? Perhaps the Ashlanders, the natives of Morrowind well versed in the older ways and untouched by the Ordinators, may hold the answer. Now all we need is to earn their trust, via the trust of a contact, an Ashlander trader said to be somewhere here in Aldrune. And with that introduction out of the way, once again I must actually boot up Morrowind before we can commit to playing it. One of these days I'll actually have the game booted up before we go. I probably said that last time. The ending of the intro is Almsvi. Oh, thank you for the follow. Hope that was an indicator of the quality of my introduction. All right, set Discord to Do Not Disturb. There we go. All right, here we are in Aldrune.
I don't have a lot of
last we left off,
Outlander.
we were searching for an inn, which our journal specifically names. Let's see. If I click here, the Aldskar Inn. That's what we're looking for.
Where's that slave?
These are houses. Less relevant to game lore, but also kind of important, is that last time I left off, I realized that putting all my stock in medium armor was actually a terrible, terrible idea, because our medium armor skill is 35, and our heavy armor skill is 53. Yep, the hat. Hat is eternal. That's the one thing I'm not allowed to change. Okay, the Fighters Guild is there. That's the Mages Guild. They're always right across from each other, which is handy.
Make it quick, Orc.
Speak, traveler.
It's a house. Hey, Ace. Aldskar Inn. Here we are. Let's see what we've got. I'm looking for, specifically, Hasur Zain Subani.
Let's hear it.
It's not you. Or you, or you.
You talk too much, Outlander.
I haven't even started talking. You wait. Hasur Zain Subani.
Spit it out or hit the road.
I suppose I could try asking folks about him. Yeah, there we go. Oh, nice. You'll be hopefully happy to know I've never actually played Morrowind before, but I am a big fan of Oblivion and a smaller fan of Skyrim. And I really like the weird lore, so hopefully Morrowind being a center point for the weirder side of Elder Scrolls lore means I'll get some of that here. Hasur Zain Subani, the trader, he'll be downstairs reading, or in the back room below the bar. Well, I don't see a downstairs here. I'm going to assume this is the downstairs. Which means, if not that, maybe the back room? Behind the bar. I'm looking for Hasur Zain Subani. He's a trader, and a wealthy one. He has his own room here. He was born an Ashlander and knows their speech and custom, and has grown rich by trading with them for the things prized by Westerners. Is that what you wanted to know? Things prized by Westerners, huh?
You bother us. Do not waste our time.
Be nice. I'm new here.
You talk too much, Outlander.
Be nice. I'm new here. Okay, you're a guard. Do you know where he is? Downstairs reading or in the back room. Okay, so no. Hello, reading. Have I really? It's really good to hear, actually. Well, if we're looking for someone who reads, it seems to me the most likely candidate for their room would be the one with all the books in it. But the person we're looking for isn't there. Looking for Hasurs and Subani. Downstairs reading or in the back room below the bar. They keep mentioning a back room, and there's not one of those behind the bar. At least not that I can see. Unless there's like a secret lever or something, but somehow I doubt that. Oh, okay, I just have to clip through the wall. Got it. Ashland Hymns. This is a volume of folk verses collected from Ashlander's Ashlanders. Wondrous Love is from the Urshilaku Ashlanders of the Northern Ashlands. I would turn down advice generally unless it seems like I'm absolutely stumped. Ace, I'm not going to sing these while I appreciate the suggestion because I don't have a melody to sing them to. What a wondrous love it is to bind two souls in faith, chained completely together with never a false word. Weal and woe, wish and real, woven each together. Sing them a happy birthday. No. From first kiss to last breath, first and last whispered in love. Well, that seems sweet. Simple and clean. Also, no. Although I did want to sing that on stream at one point. I never got around to it, but I wanted to.
What is it, pest?
Oh, there's this staircase right here. I'm sorry, folks. I'm blind. All right. Hi. I am Hasurs and Subani, Mocha Ole. May you bless and be blessed. I do not wish to be rude, but if you have business, speak it, for I am at leisure and would prefer to be alone with my thoughts. Yes, actually, I do have business. I was hoping... you wish to learn of Ashlanders from me, don't you? And what is it that you wish to learn? What are their gift-giving customs? A curious question. A gift is a sign of courtesy among strangers and affection among friends. Among strangers, a thoughtful gift is a sign that you are cautious and considerate, and aware of the other's wants and needs. Such is particularly useful for traders and travelers. Among friends, it is a private thing and subtle with great risks, for the rest of the gift is how well it is tailored to the receiver. Thoughtful gift, do tell. Yes, a gift that shows you have taken the care to learn something of the receiver. For example, I love poetry. No stranger could be expected to know this, but a book of poetry given to me by a stranger shows the giver respects me and has made a special effort to know and please me. But now I have answered your question and would like some time to myself, if you will excuse me. Very well. So, a book of poetry. There's bound to be a bookstore nearby. Any proper town has a bookstore. I'm going to be making frequent saves for those aware because a few playthroughs back I had... The hymn book probably wouldn't work. I feel like that's his room specifically, and that's a book he already owns by extension. A few play sessions back, I actually had a blue screen on stream and lost a decent bit of progress, so I'm maybe overcompensating with the saves to make sure that doesn't happen again. It would be awkward, you're right.
Identify yourself.
Here you go, sir, the exact same book of poems that you already have in your room. Don't go looking for it because it's not there anymore. I don't know what happened to it. There was probably a fire. That or someone stole it, but what are the odds of that happening? Okay, we've got a general merchandise store. We've got a smith. Oh, there's two other stores here. This one looks reading related. Bookseller, hey. I'm starting to figure out my symbols. All right, what do we got? Where's the bookseller? Let's start with finding the bookseller, and then we can actually get the book. Here's the bookseller. You don't look familiar. I'm Codus Colonus. Can I help you? Are you looking for some specific place here in Aldrune, or is there something else you want? Yes, I was hoping to find a book of poems. A less rude song, probably not it. Ashlander hymns, he had that exact book. Cherem's Heart of Anaquina, Confessions of a Skooma Eater, 5 Songs of King Wolfhearth, Frontier Conquest, Guide to Aldrune, Balmora Vivek, Lives of the Saints, Mysterious Akavir, Mystery of Talara, Origin of the Mages Guild, some paper, Reflections on Cult Worship. I could get him another songbook. I'm keeping that one, like I'm keeping tabs on that one. 5 Songs of King Wolfhearth might be interesting. Balladier's Fake Book. The Battle of Molag Baron, The Brothers of Darkness, The Doors of the Spirit, The Firmament, The 5 Far Stars, The Mirror, The Red Book of Riddles, The Ruins of Kemel Z, The True Nature of Orcs, Words of the Wind. I guess let's try 5 Songs of King Wolfhearth. See how that does. I'm actually a little curious about it myself. Let's... should we give him the book completely untouched, or do you think it's fine if I take a look? I have a lot of books on me. Most books I've ever had on an Elder Scrolls character, actually. I don't usually read through many of these, which, you know, that's a mistake. Let's give it a peek. Oh, wow. These are not songs, these are just stories. Oh. Not only that, but important stories to Morrowind lore. Do I want to take a moment and read these? Or do I just want to... What do we got? Yeah, you know what? I guess it is story time already. Just 18 minutes into the stream. I'm gonna read this one. The 5 Songs of King Wolfhearth. Shore's Tongue. The first song of King Wolfhearth is ancient, circa First Era 500. After the defeat of the Alessian army at Glenumbria Moors, where King Hoag Murkiller was slain, Wolfhearth of Atmora was elected by the Pact of Chieftains. His Thu'um was so powerful that he could not verbally swear into the office, and scribes were used to draw up his oaths. Immediately thereafter, the scribes wrote down the first new law of his reign, a fiery reinstatement of the traditional Nordic pantheon. The edicts were outlawed, their priests put to the stake, and their halls set ablaze. The shadow of King Borgas had ended for a span. For his zealotry, King Wolfhearth was called Shore's Tongue, and Ysmir, Dragon of the North. The second song of King Wolfhearth glorifies his deeds in the eyes of the old gods. He fights the eastern orcs and shouts their chief into hell. He rebuilds the 418th step of High Hrothgar, which had been damaged by a dragon. When he swallowed a thundercloud to keep his army from catching cold, the Nords called him the Breath of Kine. The third song of King Wulfharth tells of his death. Orkay, an enemy god, had always tried to ruin the Nords, even in Atmora where he stole their years away. Seeing the strength of King Wulfharth, Orkay summoned the ghost of Alduin Time-Eater again. Nearly every Nord was eaten down to 6 years old. Boy Wulfharth pleaded to Shor, the dead chieftain of the gods, to help his people. Shor's own ghost then fought the Time-Eater on the spirit plane, as he did at the beginning of time, and he won, and Orkay's folk, the Orcs, were ruined. As Boy Wulfharth watched the battle in the sky, he learned a new Thuum, what happens when you shake the dragon just so. Heck of a name. He used this new magic to change his people back to normal. In his haste to save so many, though, he shook too many years out on himself. He grew older than the Greybeards and died. The flames of his pyre were said to have reached the hearth of Kine itself. The fourth song of King Wulfharth tells of his rebirth. Sonic crossover. Great, thanks. The dwarves and devils of the eastern kingdoms had started to fight again, and the Nords hoped they might reclaim their ancient holdings there because of it. They planned an attack, but then gave up, knowing that they had no strong king to lead them. Then in walked the devil of Dagoth, who swore he came in peace. Moreover, he told the Nords a wondrous thing. He knew where the heart of Shor was. Long ago, the chief of the gods had been killed by elven giants, and they ripped out Shor's heart and used it as a standard to strike fear into the Nords. This worked until Ysgramor shouted some sense, that's capital S's, shouted some sense, and the Nords fought back again. Knowing that they were going to lose eventually, the elven giants hid the heart of Shor, so that the Nords might never have their god back. But here was the devil of Dagoth with good news. The dwarves and devils of the Eastern Kingdom had his heart, and this was the reason for their recent unrest. The Nords asked the devil of Dagoth why he might betray his countrymer so, and he said that the devils have betrayed each other since the beginning of time, and this was so, and so the Nords believed him. The tongues sung Shor's ghost into the world again. Shor gathered an army as he did of old, and then he sucked in the long-strewn ashes of King Wulfharth and remade him, for he needed a good general. But the devil of Dagoth petitioned to be that general too, and he pointed out his role as the blessed harbinger of this holy war. So Shor had 2 generals, the Ash King and the devil of Dagoth, and he marched on the eastern kingdoms with all the sons of Skyrim. The fifth song of King Wulfharth is sad. The survivors of the disaster came back under a red sky. That year is called Sun's Death. The devil of Dagoth had tricked the Nords, for the heart of Shor was not in the eastern kingdoms and had never been there at all. As soon as Shor's army had got to Red Mountain, all the devils and dwarves fell upon them. Their sorcerers lifted the mountain and threw it onto Shor, trapping him underneath Red Mountain until the end of time. They slaughtered the sons of Skyrim, but not before King Wulfharth killed King Dumalakath, the dwarf orc, and doomed his people. Then Vek the devil blasted the Ash King into hell, and it was over. Later, Kine lifted the ashes of Ysmir into the sky, saving him from hell and showing her sons the color of blood when it is brought by betrayal. And the Nords will never trust another devil again. The secret song of Wulfharth Ash King. The truth at Red Mountain. The heart of Shor was in Resdayn, as Dagoth had promised. As Shor's army approached the westernmost bank of the inner sea, they stared across at Red Mountain, where the Dwemer armies had gathered. News from the scouts reported that the Chimeri forces had just left Narcissus, and that they were taking their time joining their cousins against the Nords. Dagoth said that the tribunal had betrayed their king's trust, that they sent Dagoth to Lorkhan, for that is what they called Shor in Resdayn, so that the god might wreak vengeance on the dwarves for their hubris, that Nerevar's peace with the Dwemer would be the ruin of the Velothi way. This was the reason for the slow muster, Dagoth said. And Lorkhan, for that is what they called Shor in Resdayn, said, I do not wreak vengeance on the dwarves for the reasons that the tribunal might believe I do. Nevertheless, it is true that they will die by my hand, and any whoever should side with them. This Nerevar is the son of Boethia, one of the strongest Padomaics. He is a hero to his people, despite his tribunal, and he shall muster enough that this battle will be harder going still. They can just write whatever lore they want, yes. One thing I have said before and will say whenever pressed to, even slightly, is that some of the best lore in the Elder Scrolls games is in the books. Not technically in the games themselves. But this all actually is very important to the game we're playing right now. In case it wasn't. In case nobody had pieced it together yet, all this talk of Lorkhan and the Devil of Dagoth-Ur. It's kind of even funnier, actually, that this is about Wulfharth and Alduin and the Thu'um, because that's Skyrim talk right there. I won't say too much now for those that don't know much about Skyrim's story, but this actually is an important book to Skyrim, too. Just by virtue of mentioning so many relevant figures. But anyway. He shall muster enough that this battle will be harder going still. We will need more than what we have. And so Dagoth-Ur, who wanted the dwarves as dead as the tribunal did, went to Kogarun and summoned his house Chapthil, his Nyx hounds, his wizards, archers, his stolen men of brass, and the Ash King, Wulfharth, Hori Ysmir, went and made peace with the orcs, in spite of his Nordic blood, and they brought many warriors, but no wizards at all. Many Nords could not bring themselves to ally with their traditional enemies, even in the face of Red Mountain. They were close to desertion. Then Wulfharth said, "Don't you see where you really are? Don't you know who Shor really is? Don't you know what this war is?" And they looked from the king to the god to the devils and orcs. And some knew, really knew, and they are the ones that stayed. Nerevar carried Keening, a dagger made of the sound of the shadow of the moons. His champions were Dumak Dwarf King, who carried a hammer of divine mass, and Alandro Sul, who was the immortal son of Azura and wore the Wraith Mail. They met Lorkhan at the last battle of Red Mountain. Lorkhan had his heart again, but he had long been from it, and he needed time. Wulfharth met Sul but could not strike him, and he fell from grievous wounds, but not before shouting Sul blind. Dagoth-Ur met Dumak and slew him, but not before Sunder struck his lord's heart. Nerevar turned away from Lorkhan and struck down Dagoth-Ur in rage, but he took a mortal wound from Lorkhan in turn. But Nerevar feigned the death that was coming early, and so struck Lorkhan with surprise on his side. The heart had been made solid by Sunder's tuning blow, and Keening could now cut it out. And it was cut out, and Lorkhan was defeated, and the whole ordeal was thought over. Hey, rookie. It's an interesting book. But it's not a book of poems. We need a book of poems. Was it poems? Was it poems specifically? A book of poetry, yes. Where's the bookseller? Is this even... Did I walk into the wrong place? I probably did. Knowing my luck. Or, no, he's just upstairs. Okay.
What stranger?
Yeah, I'd like to buy... Let's go for the Red Book of Riddles. Why not? It sounds like it'll be garbage, but maybe it qualifies. Let's give it a look ourselves. Yeah. You know what? This one's only 2 pages. This handy book doth contain all diverse manner of riddles and follies, and by means of careful study, the prudent scholarly gentleman may find himself no longer discomfited by the sharp wit of his fellows. The posing and puzzling of riddles is a convention of polite, aristocratic Western society. Nobles and social aspirants collect books of riddles and study them, hoping thereby to increase the chances of their appearing sly and witty in conversation. The question. It has a tail, a side, and a head. I call it what I call a snake. It has no body, and it is dead. The answer, it must be a drake. Poets know the hearts of men and mare, but beasts can't know my heart, you see. This book was written by a bear. It is not a book of poetry. I gave you a sock not unlike a box, with hammers and nails all around it. 2 lids open when it knocks. It must have been a great hit. This book sucks. I want my money back. So of course I'm gonna go and give them to our new best friend, who hopefully doesn't have particularly good taste in poetry. He's over this way.
I don't have a lot of patience for questions, Outlander.
Back to the Old Scar Inn. Up the stairs, down these stairs. Find our guy. I believe I have answered your questions about choosing a thoughtful gift. That was your business with me, was it not?
I shouldn't have pushed
Okay.
so hard.
Probably not looking for either of these then. Unless there was another dialogue option that I just didn't pick. Let's see. Courtesy? Ashlanders may challenge a stranger who enters a yurt without invitation. Customs differ with different tribes, but leave when requested and you may be forgiven. Be particularly careful about Ashkans, tribal chiefs, and wise women, tribal seers and counselors. Some are welcoming, some are hostile. Be courteous and leave if requested. If offended, they may attack. Do you happen to know anything about the Nerevarine cult? That is not a subject for idle conversation. Prophecies? I'm sorry, but that is not a topic for casual conversation with strangers. All right.
Okay.
Well, we
Outlander.
presumably don't have...
It just stood there, holding its tail and whispering. What did it say?
What? It just stood there holding its tail and whispering, what did it say? What?
Ask a commoner.
Oh, this is a high elf. You don't look familiar. I'm Torion. Can I help you? Are you looking for some specific place here in Aldruin, or is there something else you want? Just want to ask about latest rumors, I guess. Some Ashlanders near Mar Gon have been bragging about how they captured a famous noble. I wonder who it is. That might be worth investigating. Maybe. Guess it depends on what we can get for the famous noble's safe return. I'm really, really bad with directions. I apologize. I've kind of just been blundering around looking for the bookstore again, even though it's right here. Alright, dude. Neither of the books you sold me are any good. Or at least they don't seem to be. What else we have? A less rude song, sure. Ashland hymns, why not? He already has that one, but why not? Probably not Lives of the Saints. Of course, a bit of the... Maybe Sariani's Sermons. Let's get that one. Anything that sounds like it might be a book involving poems, right? Anything. Absolutely anything. Y'all got any manga here? Yeah, do they have Coda, maybe? That's not a manga, but it's as close as I can think of to manga-level nonsense in Elder Scrolls lore. Hi. Business, thoughtful gift. Ah! This is a gift for me. I'm amazed. A copy of Words of the Wind. The words of the Blessed Mothers. I gratefully accept your gift. My people have never loved the written word, and I lament their ignorant scorn for such common yet potent magic. I thank you, and I honor your courtesy, Mocha Ole. It would please me to return your courtesy by answering your questions. What would you wish to know about the Ashlanders and the Nereverian cult? Start by asking about the Nereverian cult, because we've been hearing that name a lot. The Nereverian cult worship the great Ashkan and Hortator, Nerevar Moon and Star, who in ages past destroyed the evil, godless dwarves and banished the treacherous Dagoth-Ur and his foul hosts beneath Red Mountain. Oh, heavens. If you need to sleep, then go sleep, Colt. It's nice of you to have tuned in, but, don't worry about me. The cult is of small consequence in Ashlander worship, and only among the Urshilaku do its followers have any influence. Other Ashlander tribes share the sentiments of the cult, but regard the Nereverian prophecies with suspicion and skepticism. Tell me about the Ashlanders. There is too much to tell. Here, take these notes. I've written here what you should know about the Ashlanders and the Nereverian cult, but most of all, if you are visiting a camp, these are things you should know about courtesy and challenges among the Ashlanders. And since you ask about the Nereverian cult, perhaps you'll be interested in my views on the Ashlanders and foreigners, because a guiding passion of the Nereverian cult is their hatred of foreigners. That sounds inconvenient for me, being a foreigner. Let's ask about that. Most Ashlanders wish all foreigners and their false gods could be driven from Morrowind. At the very least, Ashlanders wish the foreign devils would leave them in peace. Ashlanders think it shameful to attack unarmed persons, but they will kill without hesitation an armed person who offends them or their clan laws. No Ashlander is fool enough to make war against the Empire. However, if such a war might be won, many Ashlanders might cheerfully give their lives to win such a war. They are dedicated to keeping Morrowind to themselves. Okay. Got it. Let's ask about Ashlander worship. All Ashlanders in a tribe, young and small, are born into the ancestor cult of their clan. The Nereverian cult is different, though. A very small cult, with only a few wise women with the gift of prophecy and a few holy warrior heroes who guard and protect the seers. Sul Matul, Ashkan of the Urshilaku, is the warrior protector of the cult, and Nibani Matza, also of the Urshilaku, is the oracle seer of the cult. Tell me about the Urshilaku. They are the Ashlanders of the northern Ashlands and the West Gash, in the northwest of Vardenfell. Ashkan Sul Matul is their chief, a brave and respected war leader, and warrior protector of the Nereverian cult. The Urshilaku camp moves with the herds, but usually lies close to the Sea of Ghosts. They have a camp? Yes. As I said, they move with the herds, but you can usually find them north of the village of Margon on the northern coast of Vardenfell. Margon? A small village north of Aldrune. You don't know much of this place, do you? A road runs from Aldrune toward Nisus to the northwest and Margon to the north. Take the right branch at the fork to reach Margon, but it is a long and difficult road and outlanders may get lost. The Silt Strider goes from Aldrune to Margon. It costs little and you don't risk getting lost that way. Noted. Tell me of the Nereverian prophecies. I've heard it said that prophecies foretell the return of a reincarnated Nerevar who shall drive the foreigners from the Ashlands and who shall cast down the false gods of the temple and restore the true worships of the ancestors. It is a dream that would appeal to every Ashlander, but it is thought but a silly ancient legend and little more by many Ashlanders, myself included. Noted. Challenges? When challenged for sport, it is acceptable to decline. When challenged for honor, it is shameful to decline. Honor challenges come from offense given in speech or action, or may represent customary, formal challenges of status or ritual. And last but not least, let's ask about courtesy among the Ashlanders. Ashlanders may challenge a stranger who enters a yurt without invitation. Wait. Right, yeah. Ashcans and wise women. Be courteous, leave if requested. Okay. Say, you wouldn't happen to know anything about any weird dreams I've been having lately? Perhaps they mean nothing, but it is peculiar, the tall figure you describe in the golden mask. It puts me in mind of the golden helm of the Ordinator, but that does not seem to fit the spirit of the dream. My people take careful account of dreams, but only a wise woman can tease from them their meanings. I see. Thank you for your time, sir. Let's see what our journal has to say. Satisfy the spy master, okay. Perhaps I can learn some other useful information by speaking with him. I got most of the information I think I need. So we now return to our contact in the Blades. Gonna check the map real quick. In case there was anything interesting on it. Nothing particularly interesting, but it looks like there's a sizable volcano a little bit to the northeast. In any case, let's get back to Balmora. I don't know if we can climb the volcano, and I don't know if it's a good idea to try, because it is a volcano. And now that you've mentioned it, I want to try and climb it. Great. Nah, we've got things to do. I don't want to take up too much time with dilly-dallying.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
Don't worry, don't worry. Not to give too much information away, but that mountain, like that volcano, is going to be very important. We will have to go in there eventually. I can say that much confidently. And for the person in chat that was more familiar with Morrowind than I am, if you're at all wondering how I know that, I've read up a lot on the events of Morrowind. Alright, Caius. I believe I've finished with my orders. Thank you for your report, but keep Strawbunny's notes on the Ashlanders. You'll need them. I'm promoting you and sending you to the Urshulaku camp to speak with Sul Marul and Nibani Mesa? Little hard to read this handwriting. Before you go, I think it may be time to tell you what's going on. I'm inclined to agree. I'm not sure what I'm doing here. The Emperor and his advisors think you have the appearance of meeting the conditions of the Nereverian prophecies. That's why you were pulled out of prison on His Majesty's authority and sent to me, so you could satisfy the conditions of the prophecies and become the Nereverian. Here, this is a decoded copy of the coded package you gave me when you arrived. Read it later. It should explain everything. What? As you'll see in the decoded message, the Emperor and his counselors say you have the appearance of satisfying the conditions of the prophecy. Do you really satisfy the prophecy? Are you really the Nereverian? At first I thought we were just supposed to create a persuasive imposter. Now I don't know what to think, but I am sure of one thing. This is not just primitive superstition, and we will treat it seriously, just as His Majesty commands. So, Strawbunny says Sul Marul and Nibani Maisa at the Urshulaku camp are the heads of the Nereverian cult. So I'm sending you to speak with them. Tell them your story and have them test you against the Nereverian prophecies. As heads of the Nereverian cult, they can best judge whether you satisfy the prophecies. When you've spoken with them, report back to me. Here's 200 drakes for expenses, and pick up some essential supplies at Fort Moonmoth. Supplies? Yes, before you go to Urshulagu Camp, see Somuris Vunus and Crulius Pontanian at Fort Moonmoth. I've asked them to put aside some potions and scrolls for you, courtesy of the Emperor. In particular, you'll want the cure potions. I hear the blight is very bad up north. And use the Divine Intervention scroll if you find you're in over your head. It will get you safe to an Imperial cult shrine where you can heal, refit, and try again. Somuris Vunus and Crulius Pontanian at Fort Moonmoth. Duly noted. Man, I hope I never have to reload that save, because Sully and Crumpet at Moonmoth is going to make no fucking sense to the Strawbunny slime of tomorrow. The actual names are probably in my journal, right? Nope. Okay. Cool. So I just have to look for folks at Fort Moonmoth whose names are similar to Sully and Crumpet, because that's what I wrote down, because I couldn't hold on to the names for longer than 3 seconds. I will say, while I love the sense of increased immersion granted by this game, not jotting down every single location you're supposed to go to, it does make it a little difficult for me to keep track of what I'm supposed to be doing when I get to Fort Moonmoth, when I have to keep track of some very, very strange names. Kind of a mixed blessing, comparing this game to Oblivion or Skyrim. No compass and no waymarks. Waymarks? Is that the word? No arrows. You get my point. Pointing me to exactly where I'm supposed to be, which is very, very nice for immersion, but sometimes makes it difficult to tell where I'm headed. Is this even Fort Moonmoth? I feel like I'm headed the wrong direction. It's probably north, isn't it? There's Caldera. And Moonmoth is to the south. Why did I say north? Because my arrow in the bottom right was pointing north, and I'm just that bad at... Well, wait. If I go around... Like I said, or like I was about to say, because I'm just that bad at directions. Love my athletics skill to be a little bit higher than 28. I mean, I guess that does give me plenty of room to grow, and that means plenty of room to speed up, but... That's a Nyx Hound. Yep. Saw me from a mile away, huh, bud? Weird that the music changed in the middle of fighting. It kind of just stopped. Or if that means that Nyx Hound is no longer qualifiable as a threat. I feel like it can't be that simple. That's how it works in Skyrim, but doesn't mean that's how it has to work here. On the subject of Skyrim, I was musing earlier today, not that I'm actually going to commit to this, mind you, because I do have things to do here, but I was thinking about how badly I want to play Skyrim now that Anniversary Edition is out. There's a part of me that kind of wanted to just skip Morrowind and Oblivion, but that would mean skipping Oblivion, and God, I hyped that game up so much and I just want to share it with everyone. I'm probably not going to be in the prison towers. Okay, you're not the one I'm looking for. 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 That could be Crumpet. What did I name it? Sully and Crumpet. Okay. I'm looking for a Sully. In which case it might be one of these, and I just wasn't remembering Sully. I was so focused on Crumpet as a name. Okay, no, none of these are Sully. None of these are even remotely Sully. There's a door. Where does this go? Prison towers, okay. That seems like kind of a bad place to put a door leading into the prison. Like, if someone escapes, now they've just got straight access to this guard barracks. This guard barracks? These guard barracks? Well, you're Crumpet, so let's see here. Two-handed spear. No. Iron shard sword. Iron viper mauler. Viper slayer. Viper sword. That's all iron, though. I've got silver at this point, which is not spectacular, but it's better than nothing. I need to get it repaired, though. Wow. Belt of nimbleness. Fortify agility. Damage fatigue on touch. Cure blight disease on self. Scroll. Not bad. Common disease. Divine intervention. Could certainly use more divine intervention scrolls. Let's go ahead and get all those. Then what else do we have? Shock damage and lingering shock damage. That's not bad. Soul trap. Command creature, command humanoid. Scroll of healing. Oh, wow, those are the good scrolls of healing. Purity of body is a lot. Maybe more than I need. Paralyze on target. 15-second paralysis could be really, really good. Let's keep that. Then what do I want to give in exchange? Oh. He won't buy it. That makes sense. Alright, well, I can get rid of the Red Book of Riddles. I can get rid of... what else? None of the Lessons of Vivek. A Less Rude Song. Ashland Hymns. Guess I'll hold on to the rest of these in the meantime. Oh, wait, the Dwemer coin that I bought back earlier. Let's take care of that. There we go.
I really don't have time for this, so make it quick.
He's not going to buy skooma from me. Okay. Well, it's about as prepared as I think I'm ever going to be. Unless I go looking for heavy armor, which I could do. Now, to the Ursulaku camp. Well, now back to town, and then... I guess if I'm going back to Balmora, I may as well sell the skooma to that one trader that bought it. Because then I reloaded a previous save and then forgot to give it back to the guy, so... head back this way. Also, Ace, I never replied to your comment about them not liking foreigners. You're right, the Ashlanders don't like foreigners much at all, but if we're the Nerevarine, or even if we claim to be the Nerevarine, that's liable to change things, because that's a pretty important figure in their religion. Hello, Siltstrider. Cool bug. By which I mean insect. I don't mean glitch. Need to clarify that because there are plenty of glitches in Bethesda games. That's what they're known for. Aside from storytelling that could probably try a little harder. This one's fine so far. If
Quickly,
a little
Outlander. I haven't
quick
much
to
time
jump
for
to the,
words.
maybe you're the Nerevarine plot point. Doesn't feel like we've... Well, no, that's not true. It feels like we've been at this forever. So I guess it's good that we're getting the show on the road. You can tell I have no idea where I'm going because I just jump around in circles until I find a sign that looks like what I'm looking for. Upgrading my personality might help. Please take this. Thank you.
You do not please us.
Okay. Alright, dude. Now to Margon. And where ordinarily I would probably take the quick way, since we haven't been to Margon before, and it seems not too far away from where we've already been, Alderun specifically. May as well try making the journey there. But before I do that, I should probably actually repair my sword since I mentioned I needed to do that, huh? That's like my strongest suit, is I'll say, you know, I really ought to do thing, and then I forget to do thing because there's like 5 other things grabbing my attention instead.
Oh, I'm sure this is important, but I really must go.
No, you mustn't. I need my sword repaired. Not that one. That one's not even a sword. That's a dagger. But it's a good dagger. Anyway, silver longsword, please. Thank you. Do I have anything else that needs repairing urgently? Oh, my pauldrons could probably... Yeah, I have a glass dagger. Yeah, my pauldrons could probably do with a repair. The greaves are fine. The bracers are alright. The boots are pushing it. The cuirass is pushing it. Okay, so boots, cuirass, and pauldrons. Cuirass. Pricey. Jesus. Maybe I need to start looking into getting my armor skill up. If that's... Yeah, that's a thing. There it is. Right there. 30. Might be worth it to look for a hammer of my own. But now with our load a little bit lightened... to Alderun. Alright, so from here we want to head north to Margon. What do we say about going to Margon? A road runs from Alderun toward Nisus to the northwest and Margon to the north. Take the right branch at the fork to reach Margon. Okay. Once more with feeling to Margon. There we go. Looking for a road leading... Well, let's start with leading out of town, right? That'd be good. Instead of just hopping around this very impressive mushroom building, which I don't know the significance of because I haven't set foot in it at all. Get this fucked up bird out of the way. And this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Just start climbing this mountain. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? I predict this will be a completely safe place for me to go. It's not even close to a road. I don't really know what I'm doing. What the heck? Diseased. Okay, so it was probably trying to afflict me with something. Oh, cool. 2 of them. Hey, Sonny. I have contracted Hell Joint. Ain't that always the way? What does Hell Joint do? Drains my agility and my speed. Cool. Lucky thing to have to deal with right before an on-foot journey. Can I please hit this goddamn bird? Nope. All right. Now. Now I can. Cliff racers aren't nearly as dangerous as I was led to believe, and I'm kind of surprised at that. Saying that is going to bite me in the ass later, I know. But for the time being, they're nothing. This is probably the road I wanted. At the very least, it is a road, which is more than I had before. Wish there was an auto run button. Could probably bind one, but lazy. I was terrified of them in the first episode because I knew, well, I say I knew, I'd heard that they were major threats. And then I actually encountered one or two on my own and they're nothing to me. It's just when they start clustering together that they become a problem. Alright, so got a signpost over here. My moral imperative to read it. What do we got? Margon, that's what I wanted to see. We got a cave. Do we go in the cave? It seems like a 95% fatality rate in caves. Well, here comes someone immediately. What do you got? Nothing? You got nothing? Embarrassing. At last I can start making fun of my adversaries. And then probably encounter some guy in half a suit of medium armor and get my ass handed to me because he has a warhammer and I don't. Hey, my medium armor skill went up. There's another Nyx Hound. There's so many of these. Okay, a little bit of money. Little bit of money. Is that a soul gem? Yeah, may as well. Never know. Spoon, which I briefly mistook for a key. It's not a key. You're probably gonna attack me, right?
Yep. End of you, Swit.
No, it's not. I probably won't need a spoon. I appreciate the thought, but I probably am not gonna... Ooh. 6 to 12. 2 to 14. 4 to 12. 1 to 20. 4 to 12. 4 to 18. Okay, so the Imperial Broadsword is more consistent damage, but it's not as much on the high end of damage. I'm not gonna go for it. Did have a loot. It was not fat loot, though, so I'm ignoring it. It doesn't exist anymore. I simply do not see it. Rusted chest, trapped. $250 iron arrows, if I want that. If I'm into that sort of thing. I don't have a bow, though, so I'm not. Does it kill me? Didn't kill me. One of these days I'm going to try opening an unassuming trapped chest and I'll say, did it kill me? Or will it kill me? And it does in like 2 seconds. But for now, it's just fine. Wait, I'm far enough away from enemies that I can just take a quick nap, heal up. Very cool. Potions would probably be better for that long term. Well, that is the question. Will it blend indeed? Will what blend, actually? Me? Probably. I don't think the medium armor is doing much for me in that particular regard. What are these janky hitboxes? Anyone notice that? I'm walking a completely straight line and I just go woobity woobity woobity. Woobity woobity woobity. Woobity woobity woobity. Okay. Alright, that's enough of that. It's only funny so many times. I do love to bounce. Not to mention I got hung up on a torch. Oh. Oh, okay. It's fine. I can just open it.
You will
Hi.
suffer greatly.
You're unarmed. Is that like a drain life spell? Very impressive. I'm impressed. How about your friend? He's summoned himself something. What's in this chest? Nothing of any value whatsoever. What's in this chest? Can't open it. Well, I don't know what it is he summoned, but it doesn't look like it's... Oh, it's a ghost of some sort. Well, it's lucky for me I've got a silver sword then, huh? Alright. Now, would that I could woobity 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 all stream, but I don't have any walkways that'll just let me do that. Seems to be a weirdly specific thing to walkways. Okay, lock level 10. Do I have a lockpick? Master's lockpick, Journeyman's lockpick, Journeyman's... let's go with the Journeyman's. Failed. 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 Success! First try! How about the other one? Because I'm pretty sure the other one was a lower requirement, right? Just, nope, same. Failed, 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 failed. This is exciting, isn't it? Love this. Lockpick has been used up. Okay. It automatically unequipped. No, it didn't. My shield is still equipped. It just isn't displaying because I'm not using any melee weapon. But now I am. It's a lockpick. They count as melee weapons, I guess. I suppose I could probably intimidate someone a little bit by threatening to pick their brain. There we go. Lockpick successful. I got a probe for it. And another lockpick. That's what I wanted. Unlock their heart. Yep, Kingdom Hearts. It's real. Surprise. You thought we were playing Morrowind. We just haven't met Mickey yet. Cloth sack, nothing of note. Surfeit of Thieves. Ooh, this one's actually one of my favorites that's not really lore related. We've got more reading to do. Sorry to disappoint people. Ahem. Surfeit of Thieves by Anis Noru. This looks interesting, said Indik, his eyes narrowing to observe the black caravan making its way to the spires of the secluded castle. A gaudy alien coat of arms marked each carriage, the lacquer glistening in the light of the moons. What do you suppose they are? They're obviously well off. Smiled his partner, Haraya. Perhaps some new imperial cult dedicated to the acquisition of wealth? Go into town and find out what you can about the castle, said Indik. I'll see if I can learn anything about who these strangers are. We meet on this hill tomorrow night. Haraya had two great skills, picking locks and picking information. By dusk of the following day, she had returned to the hill. Indik joined her an hour later. The place is called Ald Olaira, she explained. It dates back to the Second Era, when a collection of nobles built it to protect themselves during one of the epidemics. They didn't want any of the diseased masses to get into their midst and spread the plague, so they built up quite a sophisticated security system for the time. Of course, it's mostly fallen into ruin, but I have a good idea about what kind of locks and traps might still be operational. What did you find out?
I wasn't nearly so successful, frowned Indik. No one seemed to have any idea what the group, or about the group, even that they... Wow, that's a heck of a typo. Even that there. Clearly not. Even that they were here. I was about to give up, but at the charter house I met a monk who said that his masters were a hermetic group called the Order of Saint Ednua. I talked to him for some time, this fellow, name of Parathion, and it seems they're having some sort of ritual feast tonight.
Are they wealthy? Asked Haraya impatiently.
Embarrassingly so, according to the fellow, but they're only at the castle for tonight.
I have my picks on me, winked Haraya. Opportunity has smiled on us. She drew a diagram of the castle in the dirt. The main hall and kitchen were near the front gate, and the stables and secured armory were in the back. The thieves had a system that never failed. Haraya would find a way into the castle and collect as much loot as possible, while Indik provided the distraction. He waited until his partner had scaled the wall before rapping on the gate. Perhaps this time he would be a bard or a lost adventurer. The details were most fun to improvise. Haraya heard Indik talking to the woman who came to the gate, but she was too far away to hear the words exchanged. He was evidently successful. A moment later, she heard the door shut. The man had charm, she would give him that. Only a few of the traps and locks to the armory had been set. Undoubtedly, many of the keys had been lost in time. Whatever servants had been in charge of securing the Order's treasures had brought a few new locks to affix. It took extra time to maneuver the intricate hasps and bolts of the new traps before proceeding to the old but still working systems, but Haraya found her heart beating with anticipation. Whatever lay beyond the door, she thought, must be of sufficient value to merit such protection. When at last the door swung quietly open, the thief found her avaricious dreams paled to reality. A mountain of golden treasure, ancient relics glimmering with untapped magicka, weapons of matchless quality, gemstones the size of her fist, row after row of strange potions, and stacks of valuable documents and scrolls. She was so enthralled by the sight, she did not hear the man behind her approach. "You must be Lady Tresed," said the voice, and she jumped. It was a monk in a black hooded robe, intricately woven with silver and gold threads. For a moment, she could not speak. This was the sort of encounter that Indik loved, but she could think to do nothing but nod her head with what she hoped looked like certainty. "I'm afraid I'm a little lost," she stammered. "I can see that," the man laughed. "That's the armory. I'll show you the way to the dining hall. We were afraid you weren't going to arrive. The feast is nearly over." Haraya followed the monk across the courtyard to the double doors leading to the dining hall. A robe identical to the one he was wearing hung on a hook outside, and he handed it to her with a knowing smile. She slipped it on. She mimicked him as she lowered the hood over her head and entered the hall. Torches illuminated the figures within around the large table. Each wore the uniform black robe that covered all features, and from the looks of things, the feast was over. Empty plates, platters, and glasses filled every inch of the wood, with only the faintest spots and dribbles of the food remaining. It was a breaking of a fast, it seemed. For a moment, Haraya stopped to think about poor, lost Lady Tresed, who had missed her opportunity for gluttony. The only unusual item on the table was its centerpiece, a huge golden hourglass, which was on its last minute's worth of sand. Though each person looked alike, some were sleeping, some were chatting merrily to one another, and one was playing a lute. Indik's lute, she noticed, and then noticed Indik's ring on the man's finger. Haraya was suddenly grateful for the anonymity of the hood. Perhaps Indik would not realize that it was she and that she had blundered. "Tresed," said the young man to the assembled, who turned as one to her and burst into applause. The conscious members of the order arose to kiss her hand and introduce themselves. Nerdla,
Suelek,
Kyler, the names got stranger. Toniop, Hitilitz, Noiterap. She could not help laughing. I understand, it's all backwards. Your real names are Aldrin, Celius, Relic, Poinot, Stillith, Parathion. Of course, said the young man. Won't you have a seat? Say, giggled Haraya, getting into the spirit of the mask and taking an empty chair. I suppose that when the hourglass runs out, the backwards names go back to normal? That's correct, Trised, said the woman next to her. It's just one of our order's little amusements. This castle seemed like the appropriately ironic venue for our feast, devised as it was to shun the plague victims who were, in their way, a walking dead. Haraya felt herself light-headed from the odor of the torches and bumped into the sleeping man next to her. He fell face forward onto the table. Poor Esruoktsrif, said a neighboring man, helping to prop the body up. He's given us so much. Haraya stumbled to her feet and began walking uncertainly for the front gate. Where are you going, Trised? Asked one of the figures, his voice taking on an unpleasant, mocking quality. My name isn't Trised, she mumbled, gripping Indic's arm. I'm sorry, partner. We need to go. The last crumb of sand fell in the hourglass as the man pulled back his hood. It was not Indic. It was not even human, but a stretched grotesquerie of a man with hungry eyes and a wide mouth filled with tusk-like fangs. Haraya fell back into the chair of the figure they called Esruoktsrif. His hood fell open, revealing the pallid, bloodless face of Indic. As she began to scream, they fell on her. In her last living moment, Haraya finally spelled Trised backwards. God, that one's chilling. If maybe a little obvious, and a little quick to its punchline, for lack of a better term. Was all there was to this cave? I mean, obviously I'm not going to turn down the book. I'm happy to have entertained, Heather. Very happy. There really other was this room? I mean, I guess it is kind of a low-level cave, but I wasn't expecting it to be so low-level that it just wouldn't have anything to speak of beyond bare essentials. I already checked that room, right? Yeah, I did. All right. Guess I may as well check the local map. Yeah, looks like that's about it. Fine by me. And out we go. Enemies are nearby, are they? Let's take a moment and save. Back to Margon. Well, back, quote unquote. Back to following the road to Margon. How about that? Yeah, I thought I saw that. Dipping behind a mountain peak. Or a hillside, at least. I don't know if this quite constitutes a mountain yet. No, that's a mountain. Yeah, get down here. Try it. Go on. Okay, your call. Jerk. Every single time, it's the minute I stop looking at them. Maybe that's what the issue most folks have is they stop looking at the cliff racers. Can't be me. Anyone have any odd questions about Elder Scrolls lore? Anything I might be able to answer? Obviously, the difficulty there is in knowing what to even ask. I know that. Who do we have here? Rasamzi Eswara.
I'm sure there's someone else who can bother.
Esurarnat. There we go. Who was Bofa? This person doesn't like me, doesn't want to talk to me. Okay. And this one, probably same deal? Are you naturally unpleasant? Or do you have to work at it? Because you seem to have a gift for making enemies. Okay. Alright. I see. Fair enough. Bye. Doesn't want to talk to me about anything. Who was Bofa? I'm afraid I don't know that one. Also, hello, Cass, and welcome to the stream. Oh, it's not dead yet. I wasn't paying attention to the health bar quite as closely as I ought to have. Okay, so the journal said... Margon, take the right branch at the fork. This seems like a fork. I mean, technically, I guess it seems like two roads and not a fork, but... Could be a fork in the road. Who knows? We tell such terrible puns here on my stream with just no repercussions to it at all. Is Kagudi gonna attack me or nah? Yep. Once again, enemy just waits until my back is turned. Everyone's a coward except for me. Okay. I will suffer greatly, huh? You missed. You missed. Check out this movement. Check out this movement. You can't even handle this. You don't even know what to do about this. Yeah? What you got? What you got?
You will
Ain't got
die.
nothing. Ow. Oh, it's a paralysis spell. I see.
have you.
Seems a little rude. Actually, I have something that paralyzes. Just need to not get hit by spells. Okay, please, let me stand up.
There's no escape. Die.
Let me stand up. Please? Really? I just got by, like, the worst weapons imaginable. Alright. Well, not much for it except to try again. And maybe don't taunt them at a distance when now I know they have paralysis spells handy. Why is there combat music playing? There's nothing following me. Oh, wait. I stand corrected. It's following me at an exact 1-to-1 movement ratio. Are you gonna come down? Or are you just chilling? Just gonna hang out up there? Take as long as you need, I guess. Now he's coming down. It takes them so much effort to figure out they can fly down. They're not used to it. Take that. Be about my business. So were those Ashlanders that I ran into that were just immediately hostile to me?
Sucks if that's the case. I'd like to make a good first impression. Let's go this way again, and if it proves as impenetrable, then I guess I'll just follow the sign instead, because the sign says to keep going north. But I was told to follow the path to the right when I come to a fork in the road. And that seems like a fork in the road. Far be it from me to try and stop this madness. It looks like these cliff racers are going for my targets. Nope, nope, they're just chilling. Get rid of that. Equip the glass jink blade, even though I'm no good with daggers. Short blade 6. I have a short blade skill of 6. But if I can hit with this just once.
You will die.
Are you even the person that attacked me before? Feels like a different person. Because the other two were the ones with... Oh, nope, now they're coming. Okay. Nope, this one's got spells too. Alright, I do have a fireball spell. Item does not have enough charge. Okay. These folks also have a lot of health.
This is the end of you, Swit.
Yeah, it's a pretty old explosion effect. Scroll on touch. Oh, I do have the paralyze for 15 seconds on target. Target resistant magic. Okay, very cool. Love that. Love they can do that. Try that again. Target resistant magic. Okay.
Stupid! Now you die!
Get rid of this.
Stupid!
Expensive shoes, expensive skirt. Nothing I really want, but a lot of expensive stuff. Good on you. Look at them out here living the high life. You're not a problem. Go scurry home. How about you? You want in on what they were doing? Or are you just chilling? Yep, okay. Yeah, sure, try it. Try it. Do it again. Cast it again. No, it's fine. Keep going. I'm sure you'll get it one of these days. Worn chest with 50 gold in it. Don't mind if I do. If I do anything weird, by the way, like just dropping an item like that for no discernible reason, my mouse has been acting up. I feel like it's because of all the clicking this game makes me do, and between that and various clicker games I've played in the past, I may need to start looking for a new mouse. But that'll be a little bit still, because this one's not broken, it's just a little bit funky. It might also be a USB issue for all I know. USB ports on my case have been there for a while. This is a cool little bug. Oh, it's aggressive. Okay. Well, Sorry to disappoint, fella. Shulk. Okay. Cool. Decently valuable resin on it, too. Also, I gain another level, so as soon as I deal with this guy, this punk, there we go. I can't rest here. Enemies are... Oh, yeah, there's one. A little aggressive beetle friend. Mad little thing. Let's just rest for an hour. I don't really need healing. You have ascended to level 8. The secret does seem to be hard work, yes, but it's also a kind of blind passion and inspiration. Put some points into strength. Put some points into endurance. Put some points into... speed, agility, or willpower? Agility affects my ability to hit targets in melee, so I'm going to go with agility. Because I'd like to hit stuff more often. Also affects how much fatigue I've got, which is very important. Again, for hitting things. Now, I realize I've kind of gone off the trail a little bit, but there's cliff racers over here. 3 of them. And I'd like to see if 4 cliff racers. Wow, okay, that's more than I was anticipating. I was only anticipating 3, but I got 4. Maybe there'll be 5. Can you imagine 5 cliff racers? I can't. Take those. My inventory's looking fine. Oh! Oh, I know what this is. I recognize this. That's the ghost fence. Get rid of that Owlet. Probably get rid of this Kagudi, too. Yep. Nothing worth getting rid of on it, so I'm just going to leave it. Can I cross this? It looks pretty impenetrable, but maybe it's just a magical barrier. I cannot cross this. Okay, so there's probably a door somewhere. That's not something I need to concern myself with now. It's just neat to know it's there. Designed to hold back a particularly virulent strain of blight. Or maybe just the blight in general is virulent. Point being, this fence is designed to keep the blight in Morrowind in. And it also happens to be, for no apparent reason, built around the volcano. Whee! You know what's funny is I picked up Mark and Recall a while back and noted that they were as close to fast travel as I can really get in this game, with full intent to use them for that. And I still haven't cast either one yet. I feel like I should do that, but I don't really know what to do as far as fast travel is concerned. I guess since Balmora is where my contact in the Blades is, it might be a good idea to put it there. Maybe. I don't know. Oh my god, I'm tense. I've been tensed up this whole time. Ugh. Hold my microphone up a little bit. There we go. Now, according to my map, I'm pretty close to Margon. So I think I ended up heading the right way. That's a rat. A diseased rat at that. Oh, yep, here we are. Margon. Worm. I am morally obligated to kill Worm. Okay, Margon, here we are. Do you guys have a temple? This place is under the protection of House Redoran. They've got to have a temple somewhere around here, right? Well, that's a shrine. Is that sufficient?
What was that? Where is
Yeah,
that
the rock.
snake?
Here, Mehrunes Dagon held this rock high above the Dunmer. Vivek taunted Mehrunes Dagon so that Dagon threw the rock at Vivek instead of the people. I can probably just take this gold. And by just take this gold, I mean absolutely steal this gold. That's a very nice suit of armor. I believe you'd kill me if I tried to take it. Because I think I recognize what type of armor it is, and I don't want to cause... They're reading an awful lot about this House of Troubles, huh?
Nothing's keeping you here, so move on.
Yeah, why not? Among the ancient ancestral spirits who accompanied Saint Veloth and the Chimer into the promised land of Morrowind, the four Daedra lords, Malakath, Mehrunes Dagon, Molag Bal, and Sheogorath, are known as the Four Corners of the House of Troubles. These Daedra lords rebelled against the council and admonition of the tribunal, causing great kinstrife and confusion among the clans and great houses. Malakath, Mehrunes Dagon, Molag Bal, and Sheogorath are holy in that they serve the role of obstacles during the testing. Through time, they have sometimes become associated with local enemies like the Nords, Akaviri, or mountain orcs. Malakath is the reanimated dung that was Trinimac. Malakath is a weak but vengeful god. The Dark Elves say he is Malak, the god king of the orcs. He tests the Dunmer for physical weakness. Molag Bal is, in Morrowind, the king of something I refuse to say on stream or in polite conversation. He tries to upset the bloodlines of houses and otherwise ruin the Dunmer gene pool. Okay. Fucking... eugenics. Huh? That's what we're getting into here? A race of monsters said to live in Molag Amur are the result of his seduction of Vivek during the previous era. Alright, whatever. Sheogorath is the king of madness. He always tests the Dunmer for mental weakness. In many legends, he is called upon by one Dunmer faction against another. In half of these stories, he does not betray those who called him, further confusing the issue of his place in the scheme of things. Can he help us? Is he not an obstacle? He is often associated with the fear other races have of the Dunmer, especially those who, like the Empire, might prove as useful allies. Mehrunes Dagon is the god of destruction. He is associated with natural dangers like fire, earthquakes, and floods. To some, he represents the inhospitable land of Morrowind. He tests the Dunmer will to survive and persevere. The worship of these four malevolent spirits is against the law and practice of the temple. However, the Four Corners seldom fail to discover those greedy, reckless, or mad enough to serve them. By ancient temple law and custom, and also by imperial law, the lives of witches and warlocks are forfeit, and imperial garrisons join ordinators and buoyant armigers of the temple in tracking down and destroying these foul covens in the wilderness destroying these foul covens in the wilderness refuges and ancient ruins where they conceal their profane worships. Took me a moment to figure out what the right tone and inflection there was. Wooden door. Another door. Anything cool going on in here? Nope. Anything cool going on through this one? The Book of Dawn and Dusk, Varieties of Faith, a
There's
trap,
no time for
lock
talk
level
now.
50
Go.
chest, and a guy that doesn't want me in here. Okay. Get away from me or go get cured. Okay. Where do I go get
Annoying
cured?
outlander.
Jerk. Annoying Outlanders. What do you want me to do about it? Stop being an Outlander?
There's
Or stop being annoying?
I can
And what defines being annoying to you anyway? Talking
Existing. Do they have a temple here? Is this a temple? Doesn't look like a temple. It looks like an inn. It's a trade house, which is probably just another word for inn. Completely irrelevant to anything, but these houses kind of look like bionicle masks. Just thought I should point that out so nobody else can unsee it either. That's an outpost. Okay, so this isn't a big enough town to have a temple, I guess. So instead of that, you know what? I've reached here. I could just fast travel back to Balmora. No, I can't. Won't let me. Why not? Do I have to go to Aldrune first? Is like, go to Aldrune. And then from Aldrune, can I go to Balmora? I can. That seems needless.
Where would you like to go?
Fast travel forbidden. Or rather, forbidden-ded. Sunny, you're adorable. Just thought I should let you know that. Forbidden-ded. The temple, find a shrine to half-ass my faith in so that I am absolved of all my sicks. S-I-C-K-S. This one. Just arbitrarily. Cure disease. Thank you. Not really much to say. If I wanted, I could probably set my mark here. Let's take care of that, actually. Cut down on travel time. Okay. This guy's got another message for me, just like
traveler.
the other, like, I think 2 sleepers that have been informing me, hey, Dagoth is waking up, you should surrender now. Like, yeah, I'll get right on that. Don't you worry. I'm writing up my surrender, like my terms of surrender as we speak. Okay. Place a mark here. I failed casting the spell. I failed casting. Okay. I'm noticing a problem with trying to use mark and recall. I'll need to find a bed. All right.
Greetings to you. A pleasure to meet you.
You know me! In your dreams, a tall figure in a golden mask spoke to you. Lord Nerevar Indoril, High Resdania, long forgotten, forged anew. 3 belied you, 3 betrayed you. 1 you betrayed was 3 times true. Lord Vorin Dagoth steadfast liegeman, faithful friend, bids you come and climb Red Mountain. Beneath Red Mountain, once again, break your bonds, shed cursed skin, and purge the noir from Morrowind. Yeah, I got good hands. I mean, I guess relative to other characters in Morrowind, I have good hands, but they look crusty, objectively. Just until healed, right? Why not? Try again. No mark. No mark.
Greetings to you. A pleasure to meet you.
Try again. No. That time it worked, I think. Pretty sure it worked, because it didn't say I failed, right?
So I should have Mark properly cast now. Assuming that is a proper fast travel spell, that'll be handy for me because that means I don't need to keep finding the nearest Silt Strider. Travel from here to Aldrune, thank you very much. And travel from Aldrune to Margon, thank you very much.
Where would you like to go?
Nowhere, I just got here. Now, as for where I'm supposed to be going, Ursulaku camp north of the village of Margon on the northern coast of Vardenfell.
Let's hear it.
North of Margon, that's east. I was headed east. This is north. There's a Netch just chilling in the trees, as always. Cliff Racer, actually for once wasting no time in trying to attack me. Doing a piss poor job of it, but that's just Cliff Racers. I need to take a minute and drink. Reading so many books is putting a little scratch on my throat. There we go. That should be a little better. Oh, there's a worm. There's another worm I must destroy. That was a nice string of different abilities I got slight numerical improvements to. Heavy armor, long blade, and acrobatics. Basically all in one go. He's just waiting for a moment to come down. Do I have a fireball spell? That takes care of that. Okay, so that's where I'm headed. All right. Let's go this way, which doesn't look like it's the right way at all, but has my curiosity on account of the cool rocks. I would love to find more heavy armor. I'm long overdue for finding another piece. That's my secondary quest right now, is I need to find a nice full suit of heavy armor. Replace this medium armor I've been, in my folly, gathering under the assumption that it was an upgrade. What's this? Is this an ancestral tomb? No, it's not. Wooden door to Shishi. Let's find out what the heck this is. Okay, someone died in here. That's a good start. There's enemies. What kind? I can't be sure. Someone else died in here. Okay, so we've got 2 corpses
There
now.
is no
Oh,
escape.
who the heck are you? And why do you do so much damage?
Oh. Oh.
Let's try the Jink Blade, because I'm an idiot. Oh my god, it worked. It worked. Okay, alright. Now I've got a little time. Just go nuts with my hits. I can't believe the Jink Blade worked. Let's just pop that again. Oh, I'm almost dead. Well, this will not dissuade me. I just need to heal better. I've played Astrologian in Final Fantasy XIV. I know what I'm doing. This is the exact same game. I do have a paralyzed scroll. I could just use that. Eh.
Surrender your life to me and I will end your
Oh,
pain.
geez, we've got 2 people. We've got 2 other people coming. Oh my god, they all have this armor. Really? Hold up, hold up. Change of plans. Lure the one person out. And maybe don't die. And their armor's probably medium, not heavy, so it's going to be a waste of time. I know this isn't the right direction, but I want to know what's in here instead. Nothing much. A closet with nothing in it. A closet with nothing in it. A chest with a lock level of 5. Yeah, I've still got a leftover lockpick. Why not? Failed. 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 Okay. Let's just take 1 lockpick. Failed. 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 Please, it's lock level 5. I could do this in Oblivion. I could open any lock I want in Oblivion. Or in Skyrim, especially. They made it way too easy. Ooh. Oh, it's a spear. Never mind. Thought they were giving me loot. Let's switch to the Iron Spark Sword. Oh, reliable.
Now you die!
Now I need the Scroll of Healing equipped, and I need the Silver Longsword equipped. I need the Silver Longsword equipped, thank you. What even is hitting me right now? Poison, I see. Equip another Scroll of Healing. Get the Jink Blade out. And to pray that it actually hits. Oh, but not gonna get the chance. Alright. New plan! Let's not go in here. Because nobody in there seems to like me. I don't... Whatever they've got, it's probably heavy armor. It's probably an okay suit of heavy armor. They've got way more health than me, also. Because, like, It said all they were using was an iron viper sword. Like, an iron sword is doing that kind of damage to me. I just don't have a lot of health, I guess. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh. And furthermore... Ooh. That's a Dwemer Ruin. If it was cold iron, I'd agree. I don't know what the difference between cold iron and regular iron is. No mythology pertaining to the Fae have ever made that distinction clear. Pretty sure this is a dwarven structure, right? Well, that rock's just got no bottom, you know. I guess so. The Fae can't do the ice bucket challenge. Everybody knows this. Here? Nope, I just wanna get up. And I can't. I mean, I do have that potion somewhere in the depths of my inventory. Go at no speed for a bit, that's fine. It only lasts 30 seconds too, so I need to be careful. Careful and or quick. I'm also operating under the assumption that this is even where I'm supposed to be going for the entrance at all, and I don't think it is. The heck was that? Sounded like a saw blade or a goat. So those are two very similar noises, as anyone will tell you. I feel like this wasn't the right way to get to where I'm trying to go. Is this a door? Pretty fucked up place for a door. Lost and confused moments indeed. But that's been half the stream. Let's check Bethungthums. It's a name. Bethungthums. Oh, there's just a little guy here. Classic. Classic Dwemer construct. The little guy. Centurion spider has metal on it that drains my health when I eat it. Not a big fan of that. We got a ghost, which I just kind of attacked in cold blood. Also got this cool robot. I love this guy. I love the little ball. Oh. Yeah, it's fine. Ectoplasm. Scrap metal. Ornate Dwemer chest. Lock level 1, so as far as I can discern, that may as well be a gimme. I just need to actually pick it. Let's go ahead and equip the lockpick. Lockpick failed, 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 failed. I was anticipating that. Equip another lockpick. Success! There was nothing in it. I've been deceived. The ultimate Dwemer trap. There was nothing in it. Please stop double-clicking. And I don't have a hammer to repair my sword, so I guess I'm going to need to switch to the spark... Wait. Repair prongs? Yeah, this works. Fine. And then, I guess... Spark sword to the best of my ability. Here comes a guy. Here comes two guys. Well, one guy and one boy. I know, right? They're so good. Here's another guy. The Dwemer have some really spectacular constructs. An emerald, don't mind if I do. Ghost first. Oh my god, I'm dying so quickly. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Try that again. Drain willpower, okay. It's not very polite of you. Poke, 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 poke. If I really wanted, I could have not equipped, but installed a mod as part of this whole mod pack that I, well, pack, quote unquote. That would have guaranteed hits if I swing my sword and connect with a target. And I feel like I probably should have done that, because it's not exactly fun when I swing and miss. Get my lockpick. Tackle this again. Failed, failed, failed. Success. There we go. Still nothing in it. But I did want the organic experience. Organic? Is that the right word? Probably isn't the right word. Authentic. That's the word I'm looking for. That's great, actually. That's really, really good repair. Save this. Ka-tink, 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 ka-tink. I do love the spiders. I do love these little guys. They're adorable. Ectoplasm. Nothing on there. Oh, what the fuck is this? Oh shit. I don't know if I want to deal with that. Oh, now there's a diamond in here. That's probably gonna kill me, right? Not if it just drops its ass into lava. Can I even... Oh, fuck. The guy's right over there. Okay. I'm gonna die. Nope, I lived. I got? I don't have the bomb spell, which is unfortunate. There's no way paralysis works on him, right? There's no way this works. It worked. I'm so good at video games. Ooh, he had a fancy ring on him. Demoralize 1 to 50 points, disintegrate armor, disintegrate weapon. Not bad. Not bad at all. Thank you for that, sir. I'll put it to great use. You can rest assured. Where the heck did that Steam Centurion go? Just died in the lava and I can't access the corpse, probably, if I had to guess. Which is unfortunate. Ornate Dwemer chest. Could be something in that one or could be nothing in that one. Only one way to find out. I can't trust any chest anymore just because... Failed, okay. Just because of the one that we opened here that had nothing in it. Failed success. Dwemer shield. Hey, there we go. Armor rating 36 compared to my current shield, which is 32. That's an upgrade. $15 weight versus 20 weight. Hey! It's an upgrade and it weighs less. Don't mind if I do. Heck yes, absolutely. Thank you. Maybe I should be looking for more Dwemer ruins. This all there was in this area? Yep, just one long straight haul to the end. Works just fine for me. I would have liked to see what was on the Centurion. But if I did that, it probably... If I had been able to do that, it probably would have killed me. Speaking of things that could kill me. Oh, there's wind. There's high wind right now. I don't know why I said that as if the Kagudi could kill me. No, I don't mean real life high wind, to be clear. Lest anyone worry, because I know that's a source of power outage. I'm talking about in-game. No, I'm totally fine. Right. Save over meeting the Urshalaku. Mocha safety moments, that's right. We've never done anything risky on this stream ever. Like that jump. That was completely safe and definitely calculated. What the? Who the heck this? Friend or foe? Probably foe. The heck are you? Looks like a person, mostly. Ash slave. Okay. Ash salts. Little creepy. Just out here by itself? I say it might... It's tough to tell if that's a person or if that's, like, an elemental. But then why would it be called an ash slave? But then why would it drop ash salt if it was a person? Because usually salts are associated with, like, Elementals. Atronox, my sibling, happily provides from the corner. Atronach would be the proper term for it, yes. Alright, almost there. Beetle. I love these little guys. I feel bad about having to fight Shulks. I treasure them. And would much prefer to be friends with them. This looks like the camp. Ursulaku camp, here it is. Okay, so speak with Sulmatul and Nibani Mayesa. Tell them my story, tell them to test me against the Nereverian prophecies, then report back to Caius.
Come on. Leave me alone.
Ashkan's yurt, that might be what I'm looking for. The Ashkan, yes? Sulmarul, hello. How did you get in here? Leave at once or I will kill you myself. Okay. Will he actually kill me if I just hang out? He won't let me persuade him at all, and wow, okay.
You will die.
Yeah, okay, he'll actually kill me if I stay in here. Got it. Let's reload from meeting the Ursulaku, because that wasn't that far back. I have no idea what kind of gift he'd want. That's the thing. Not that it seems he wants to talk with me about gifts in the first place. Traveling with the wind is very handy. Much prefer that to try and travel against it. Get rid of that. Check out this slightly... Oh, it's just an ancestral tomb. Alright, that's not that suspicious then. Kill this. Dispose of both corpses. There we go. Okay, Sonny. Not really a lot of dialogue to narrate here. Not really a lot of stuff I'm doing aside from kill thing, loot thing, run from thing. What the heck is that? Well, first let's take care of this beetle. Funny little guy. And now let's see if we can figure out what this is without getting killed by it. It looks like it's... I mean, of course it's on fire. Oh, wait. Is it an Atronach? It's an Atronach. We're not ready to fight these yet. We died. Hell yeah. What the heck are you guarding? It's guarding something. It's gotta be, right? I mean, obviously it's a Daedric ruin. I wonder if I have something that can do frost damage, would that... Do they have elemental weaknesses in this game? Oh. We've upgraded from Scamps to Clanfear, have we? Clanfear, which do non-negotiable damage. Non-negotiable? That's not the right term. Whatever. Get rid of this fool. Daedra heart. Take that. Absolutely take that. Rest until healed. Sleep has been interrupted by what? Oh. Of course it's a rat. It's like a 50% shot it's a rat. It's either that or it's an assassin. Do we have anything around here that I can kill for armor? There's another clan fear, so the answer to that part is no. Let's see what's in here. Obviously, there's going to be a worshiper who may be more than I can deal with.
You're defeated. Give up.
Oh, wow, and I even recognize who this is a shrine to.
Mercy, snowman.
Snowman? What? Beg for mercy, snowman. Who do you think I am? Ow. Ow. Continued ow.
I shall enjoy watching you take your last
Okay,
breath.
I've got an idea. Let's not waste time trying to go in here. Instead of getting killed, we could live. Imps make such pathetic noises. Oh. Instead of getting killed, we could live. Run. Resting here is illegal. Okay. That's fine. Let's try again with meeting the Ursulaku. Hello. You come to talk? Then talk, Outlander. Do you want to offer me a gift? Poor Outlander. Even these small things are a puzzle to you. Then bring me some trama root for my larder. I am a hunter, and it is beneath my dignity to scrabble about in the dirt. But you, perhaps this is a task you can handle.
There's no time
Trama
for
root,
talk
okay.
now. Go.
Leave me.
It's aggroed.
I can already tell. I'm not going to like this.
What's aggroed?
Why
If
do
it's
you
that Atronach, I swear to God.
bother anyone you please?
Keep moving, scum.
Alright, you wanted trama root? Well, Outlander, you are not proud, but you are courteous, and in an Outlander that is not a thing to be despised. Very well. I accept your gift, and thank you. You want to speak to Sul Matul. You want to speak to Nibani Maesa. Have they sent for you? No? If they have not sent for you, then you will not speak to them. You are an Outlander, and Sul Matul is our chief, and Nibani Maesa is our wise woman. They will not speak to you. Okay. What if I want to speak to them? Let's say yes. I've not heard of this, so go and find some other who has.
I'm sure there's someone else you can bother.
Probably. Bring me a kwama egg, for I am hungry.
Keep moving, scum.
Where can I find kwama eggs around here? Hi, bud. Are you the reason I'm getting combat music? Nope. right? Da-da-da-da. Welcome back, Sonny. I really want to speak with the camp wise woman. Oh, wait. This is what was aggroed. There we go.
Where is that slave?
Walks into camp and kills your giant bug. Yeah, it's a little mean of me. Hi. I'm in the wrong place. Leave now. How about 100 gold? Well, that's thoughtful. I'll take it into consideration. Won't trust me? How about a thoughtful gift? I like gold. This is the custom you Outlanders call a bribe, yes? Oh, is that all? Well, what can I buy from you? Because there's someone out there that needs a Kwama egg, and if you've got one of those... Doesn't look to be offering one of those, so how about I just give you 1,000 gold? Do I just buy something from you then? Cure common disease, a couple of potions of cure blight. Cheap restore health is next to nothing, but it's not nothing outright, right? So, with standard restore health, that'd be... What the heck did I just buy? Standard. I don't want the Telvanni Bug Musk. You can keep that. Although it does do a serious boost to personality. Never know when I might need that. Oh, what the... Hold on. Barter. Take those. Take those. Take that. Take that. Take that. Offer. Oh, you know, it just makes me more likable. Drinking a potion that boosts my personality, it's... Do I stop making The Office references all the time? Yeah, you know, Mocha Ole can't stop referencing hit U.S. sitcom The Office. What, disturbing dreams? This is a strange dream indeed. The Sharmat Dagoth speaks to you in the voice of prophecy. He curses the 3 betrayers, the 3 false gods, Vivek, Almalexia, Sothasil. He calls you to drive the Outlanders from Morrowind. This is a very strong dream, very cunning, a dream to stir hearts. This is a very good lie. He called you Nerevar, and the dream of the Nerevrian is very strong and very dangerous for you and for all my people. Nerevar. Tell me about Nerevar. In ancient days, the Deep Elves and a great host of Outlanders from the west came, stealing the land of the Dunmer. In that time, Nerevar was the great Khan and war leader of the House people, but he honored the ancient spirits and the tribal law and became as one of us.
So when Nerevar pledged upon his great Ring of the Ancestors, one clan under Moon and Star, to honor the ways of the spirits and rights of the land, all the tribes joined the House people, fighting a great battle at Red Mountain. Though many Dunmer, tribesmen, and housemen died at the Red Mountain, the Dwemer were defeated and their evil magics destroyed, and the Outlanders driven from the land. But after this great victory, the power-hungry Khans of the great houses slew Nerevar in secret, set themselves up as gods, and forgot Nerevar's promises to the tribes. But Nerevar will come again and cast down the false gods, and by the power of his ring will make good his promises, honor the spirits, and drive the outsiders from the land. The power-hungry Khans of the great houses slew Nerevar in secret and set themselves up as gods. Would that happen to be the three false gods, Vivek, Almalexia, and Sotha-Sil that you spoke about earlier? We, the Ursulaku, are the Ashlanders of the northern Ashlands and the West Gash. I am the wise woman of the Ursulaku, and Ashkan's Sul Marul is our chief. Is it Marul or Matul? Hold on. No, because it's got a... Yeah, okay, Sul Matul. I've been getting the name wrong this whole time. Maybe that's why he hated me. A brave and respected war leader and warrior protector of the Nerevarine cult. I'd like to ask about the Nerevarine prophecies, if you would explain. This is not a matter for idle talk with strangers. Why should I trust you, Outlander? What about Dagoth-Ur? Dagoth-Ur is the devil and the enemy. Dagoth-Ur and his beasts and servants are the source of many evils that beset the Dunmer and Morrowind. Dagoth-Ur dwells in fiery caverns beneath Red Mountain, served by his kin, called ash vampires, and by legions of deformed monsters. Tell me of Red Mountain. Red Mountain is the great mountain of fire in the center of Vardenfell. The outer slopes are steep and rugged, and the crater is deep and filled with burning rock. Beasts and servants of the devil Dagoth-Ur live on Red Mountain. The settled people built a magical barrier called Ghost Fence to keep the evils inside. Within the Ghost Fence, rain never falls and the sun never shines. The only weather is the red and deadly ash blight. Tell me about the Ghost Fence. The Ghost Fence is a magic wall around Red Mountain. The settled people created this barrier to keep the devil Dagoth-Ur and his beasts and servants trapped in Red Mountain. Still won't tell me about the Nerevarine prophecies. So, here's 1,000 more gold. Still won't tell me about them? I gave you, like, 5,000 gold. You're the richest person in this camp now.
There's someone watching me. I can tell.
Ooh. I want that propylon index. What happens if I...
Grab her!
Okay. Not allowed to do that. Understood.
May you find me worthy of your attention.
Alright, well, it's about the best I can do with her for now, it seems. What about...
Think you can bother anyone? Leave me alone.
What about the Khan? Who basically hates me. And still hates me.
Need I call the gods?
And he's going to attack me now.
Alright. Noted.
May you find me worthy of your attention.
She likes gold. I gave her gold. She still won't tell me about the prophecies. I don't know what she wants from me. Speak with the heads, Sul-Matul and Nibani Maesa. Tell them my story. Tell them to test me against the Nerevrian prophecies. Report back to Caius. Okay, well, I can't do that yet.
I'm not going to
What,
like
Outlander?
this.
Why do you disturb me?
You'll hear my talk, okay? They have not sent for me, which means I will not speak to them, okay? Get another route for
Find
you.
someone else to bother.
Here is a gift. I want to ask about the Nerevrian prophecies. Not a matter for idle talk with strangers, okay? How about the Nerevrian? We Ashlanders have a prophecy that one day a reincarnation of the legendary hero Nerevar will unite the Dunmer against the Outlander invaders, driving them from our land, and restoring the ancient faith and honor of the Dark Elven peoples, as taught us by the prophet Veloth. You are an Outlander, so it is not proper that we should speak with you about this. Okay.
I will listen, Outlander, but make it quick.
How about
Keep
you?
moving, scum.
Not sent for me. What do you want for a gift? Trauma root, okay. Well, I mean, there's lots of that around here. I already found a couple pieces in your town that you could have just gone out and plucked, but you had me pluck it for you, so you're welcome for that. Nothing there. Nothing there. There's a couple pieces. There's a piece. Okay. You want trauma root. Hold on, hold on. There's someone else that I
Annoying
know
Outlanders.
a
I
little
can
better.
already tell.
You.
I'm not going to like this.
Oh. Hold on. Now we've got a different prompt from this one. You are an Outlander, and you wish to talk of the Nerevrian prophecies. You are polite and well-mannered for an Outlander, and I do not think you mean to give offense, but why should you care about the Nerevrian prophecies? What does an Outlander have to say to an Ursulaku of the Nerevrian prophecy? I believe I fulfill the prophecies, or I have been told I fulfill the prophecies, and I wish to speak to Sul-Matul and Nibani Maesa. I do not believe what I am hearing. You think you are the Nerevrian? You do not look like the Nerevrian, but you do not speak like a fool or a madman. This is a puzzle. I tell you, go speak with Zabamund in his yurt. He is a Gulakan, Sul-Matul's champion, and he will decide what is right. If Zabamund gives you permission, then you may enter the Ashkhan's yurt, and speak with Sul-Matul. Okay. Speak with Zabamund. Got it. Talk, Outlander. Speak with respect, and I will listen. Thoughtful gifts are our custom. Among strangers, we honor this custom with gold. Here's 1,000 gold. Here's another 1,000 gold.
You have no standing among us, Outlander, but you speak well and with respect, so I will explain. It is against our customs that an Outlander should speak to an Ashcan or wise woman. I'll tell you also that Sul Matul has no love for Outlanders. The Nereverian prophecies are not for Outlanders. Why should Sul Matul and Nibani Maesa speak to you about these things? Who are you that we should trust you? Tell all I have learned of the Sixth House and the Nereverian, and ask humbly to speak to Sul Matul. Seems like the right course of action to me. All of that may be true, and I'm sure you think it is very important, but it has nothing to do with us. Okay? I would like to pay tribute. Yes, a gift of 200 gold coins. That is an earnest proof of your respect. Yes, I believe you should speak to our Ashcan. Perhaps he will be angry with me, but I think I can bear that. Go to the Ashcan's yurt and speak with Sul Matul. Ask him your questions and tell him I have sent you. Sitting pretty at how much gold now? 299? So I've blown basically all of it on just this one area. So, my champion Zabamund has sent you to talk with me about the Nereverian prophecies. Then go ahead and talk. I am very curious. They're running a pyramid scheme on me. What do you want for gifts? He likes gold. Of course he does. You think you fulfill the Nereverian prophecies. You wish to be tested to see if you are the Nereverian. No Outlander may join the Nereverian cult. If you were a clan friend, an adopted member of the Ashlander tribes, then perhaps. I have an initiation rite in mind. If you pass this rite, I will adopt you as a clan friend of the Ashlanders, and then I will submit you to Nibani Maesa, our wise woman who is skilled in oracles and mysteries and who will test you against the prophecies. Do tell. To be adopted into the tribe, you must undergo a harrowing. In a harrowing, you will be judged by the spirits and ancestors to see if you are worthy. Go to the Urshulaku burial caverns and fetch me Sul Senepul's Bonebiter bow. Sul Senepul was my father, and his spirit guards his bone mold longbow. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm struggling to speak all of a sudden. Deep in the burial caverns. Return to me with this bow, and I will adopt you into the Ashlander tribes as a clan friend. And where are the burial caverns? The burial caverns lie to the southeast of the camp, a north-facing door in a little hill halfway between us and the slopes of Red Mountain. Go north from the camp to the water, then turn east. At a rock cairn on the beach, turn and head straight south until you find the door. The spirits of our ancestors guard the caverns. They will attack and will kill you if they can. Force your way past them or evade them, get the bow, and return to prove your worthiness. North to the water, east to a rock cairn, straight south, and mind the ghosts. Got it.
Come on. Leave me alone.
North to the water, east to a rock cairn, and it's about this time I realize I don't really know for sure what a cairn looks like. I would assume it's a pile of stones. Is that a slaughterfish? Looks like a slaughterfish. Yeah, it's the guy from World of Warcraft, you're right. Oh, there's two of them. Oh, there's three of them. Get me out of here. No fish for me. Okay, there's one, there's two. Oh, that's a dreg. Definitely get me out of here. I don't want anything to do with that. Unless... Get me.
Come get me. I'm in your turf. Oh, that's not so bad. I can deal with dregs. Looks like there's another one out there. But I'm not really in the business of just swimming out in the middle of the ocean. Resting here is illegal. I'm still in their place, huh? Okay, rock cairn. That's the cairn. Okay. Pile of stones. I was right. Has to be. So now, from here, due south. Due-ish south, I guess. Bug. I love shulks so much. Did that one just cast fire at me? Well, nobody's perfect. Sometimes you're a funny little beetle and you cast a fire spell. That's just how it is. That's life. Not that one. Not what I meant. You know full well. I've contracted Witbane. My agility is drained significantly. I did buy a cure disease potion. Yeah. Love to get diseases from fighting rats. Who doesn't? Okay, so now we're at a part where ghosts are close by. Yeah, ancestral spirits. Is this the right place? This might not be the right place. Nope, nope, I got seen by... Oh, it's a rat. I think it's funniest of all, like, in the fact that I am an orc warrior engaging in one-on-one combat with a rat. That's good, you're right, but what's better is the fact that I can't just kill the rat with one stab. I've got to get, like, 5 hits in, and then the rat dies. This place looks cool. That's a rat. Yeah, what is up? Oh, that's a skeleton. There's a Skelemans. Oh, Mr. Skelebones. It's not Sans. It's not Sans. It isn't Sans. It's not Sans. And furthermore, it isn't Sans. 5 to 20, 4 to 18, 1 to 5. Good condition on it, though. 1,050. It's not Sans. It isn't Sans. Please. I'm begging you. Rest for an hour. Level 9. Everything you do is just a bit easier, more instinctive, more satisfying. It is as though you had suddenly developed keen senses and instincts. Thank you for the text representation of da-da-da-da, by the way. Real good. Love that. Agility. More points in agility. You are very talented, you're right. Getting the bow. Stuff's gonna attack me. If it's ghosts, then I'm gonna need to switch to a weapon that's built for... Oh, it's a Skelemans again. This one must be Papyrus. So this is a no mercy run. That's spooky. I don't think I can cross this. Not if my character won't even jump. Okay. Karma burial, huh? Here comes another Skelemans. I wonder if maybe I've been underthinking combat just by attacking dudes a bunch, because these ones have shields, and if they're actually in their shield animation, then it doesn't seem like I can hit them. Or I could now be underthinking it in a whole different way. Or would it be overthinking it? Probably be overthinking it. Spear of Light. That's pretty cool. I can't use spears though, so I will have to decline your generous offer, which was definitely meant for me. This place is really cool looking, I've gotta say. These rocks jutting out of the water line like this. What's over there? Dead Adventurer, okay. Imperial Shield, armor rating 28. Not as good as what I've got. Bone Mold Boots, Chitin Greaves. Yeah, they didn't have their build figured out. Clearly this one wasn't going to make it. They do have a two-handed battle axe, though. Not that I can use an axe. I'm not good with axes. Contrary to popular belief, Mocha Olay, not great with axes. Like a fool. You're right. They put every point into personality. Probably don't even try looting from these urns, right? I don't want to make the ghosts upset. Hate to upset the ghosts. Here come two mans. There go two mans. Steel staff. Steel club. Iron spark cleaver. Far be it from me to upset ghosts. Just keep swimming. Don't take anything from the urns, don't take anything from the corpses. I'm not here for that. I'm here for the bow. Man, walking is janky. What is... Oh, it's a rat. Get got. or water-filled caverns. Kind of a nifty little labyrinth of natural walkways here. Fragile burial, huh? What's up here? Kefka burial. Shit. I don't think I'm ready for a Kefka fight. I need like 7 other heroes with me for that. Or at least 3 others. Let me up. Thank you. You're gonna rescue me into mechanics. I don't trust you. Kakuna. Kakuna? Okay. So we've got Fragile, we've got Kefka, and we've got Kakuna. Juno. That one at least sounds passably normal. Bonebiter, Sul Centipool. No indication of any of that. So I guess let's just start from the top down. That looked spooky. Something moved out of sight over here. What was it? Well, there's a Skelemans. There's another Skelemans. Steel Saber, another one in case I need one. I probably won't, but thank you for delivering it unto my horrible, horrible green hands. Oh, he's not dead? His bar has like 0 health. Steel short sword, don't need that. Rest until healed. May as well, right? It's free. Oh, 2 Skelemans. Oh. I have a power attack. Are you kidding me? It doesn't look any different from my regular attack. How would I have possibly known? Long blade, 2-handed. Fortify Magica Potion, I don't need that. Nor would I take it if I did need it. Armorer's Hammer. Oh, they're... Forgive me, spirits. Long blade. I do kind of want it. I want the 2-hander. Let's try it for a while, right? And when it doesn't work out, because I need my shield, I'll just switch back to the shield. Cool arch. Some actual craftsmanship in here. Oh, that's a ghost. Wrath of Sul Centipool. Hey, I accidentally went to the right place. So I need my silver longsword. Because I can't hit a ghost with just... like regular iron. You actually do, at least here and in Oblivion, you actually need silver or better. And that would be the Bonebiter bow that that we looking for. Yep, that's what I meant to say. Take that. And I guess let's just go tomb raiding a little bit more. Back to the Daikatana. Emphasis on die because I don't have my shield. So, like I was saying, you need enchanted gear or you need silver gear or better to be able to deal with ghosts here and in Oblivion. So it's lucky that I have a steel sword, and it's lucky that I have an enchanted sword, but it also means the Daikatana that I wanted to try using on the next thing I saw wouldn't have done me any good at all because it's only steel. Nothing worth jumping for here. Well, wait. This guy's got something. Up. Amulet of Frost. Frost damage. Ooh. Oh, I do want that. I'm taking that. Kwama egg. Don't really need a Kwama egg, though. Neat that it exists, I guess. Kakuna, that's the one that was right before the one I was just at, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, Kakuna Burial next. I can't believe Pokemon die in Morrowind. Alright. Who's gonna have to deal with my katana? I'll have you know it was folded over 1,000,000 times. Smack him. Smack him. Yeah! That's actually not bad. Ooh, steel katana. 3 to 20, 1 to 18, 1 to 6. Yeah, I'll keep that. Shit, wait, I've now taken 2 katanas from fallen enemies. Am I just Xenos? Have I become Xenos Ygalvis? I can't get up there. If there's anything up there, it's not for me. I would love for it to be for me, though. Because it looks like there's something up there. There should be something up there, and it should be for me. What are they hiding? I love this intense music going on in the background while I'm just trying to scale a frigging thing. Man, if only I had a levitation potion, right? But I used mine. Do I have a levitation spell? No. Damn. Well, it looks like there's an urn up there, but I'm not going to be able to get it. Or whatever's being held. It looks like an axe anyway, so. Weak. Ah, what the fuck? Did I get knocked down? What the hell is happening? Hello? Ah. I'm knocking myself down because the sword is too heavy, aren't I? Yeah, that's what's happening. This is the funniest thing. I keep getting knocked down by this shitty skeleton. Oh, it's because hand to hand. I see. All right, so if I just let him hit my ass for a bit while I prepare to run. No, he's just stuck there. I like the one that's just going back and forth down there. That's fun. Hand-to-hand only deals damage to stamina. It doesn't deal damage to health unless your target... That's fucked! You have to knock down your target after draining all their stamina, and then your hand-to-hand actually does damage. I have a ring of fireball. He wasn't anticipating that. Skeletons accommodate for a lot, but being cast at a bunch is not on the docket. Swing at him. Get him. Fuck him up. Yeah. I can only rest on solid ground. Is that not what this is? This feels pretty solid to me. Or does it not count as solid ground because I'm in waist-deep water? Till healed. Thank you. Okay, so lesson learned. If I encounter someone who's... I think they must, which is surprising if I'm already at like 90-something for Longblade. That's kind of shocking that it's just at 100. Alright, Kefka Burial. Get him. Fuck him up. $200 is a weird place for a cap. What's down here? Dread Cuirass. I mean, not bad, but it is medium armor. What do I have right now? Is it still medium? It's still medium. Alright. Yeah, then. It's an upgrade to what I've got. May as well. While I'm still relying on medium armor. I cannot be stuck, right? I can't be stuck on this stupid little ledge. Okay, I just had to run. I'm overthinking it again. Interesting system because when you use your main skill, it maxes quickly, which brings your typical damage stat up. But then once you max that skill and that stat leveling becomes trickier. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, that does keep things interesting. Also, I'm over time. It's the same katana as the one I already picked up, right? 3 to 20, 1 to 18. Yes. Okay. This feels foreboding. There's so many Skelemans. There's a dead adventurer here. Steel Blade of Heaven. That's... Oh, that has Levitate. That has Levitate. Heavy left pauldron. Imperial steel left pauldron. I may as well take it, just in case, right? Steel boots, 27, heavy. Take those. Take the lockpick, take the probe, take the gold. Take this man's life. Cut his gut. Or his absence of a gut. Cut his concept of a gut. Okay, now, if I take this... Armor goes down. Alright. So keep that for now. How about the boots? If I switch to the boots... 30. Armor goes down. Okay, so... I guess just keep the orcish boots on, then. The mummies have little bits of stuff on them, but I'm not inclined to take that. Nordic Claymore. 1 to 30, 1 to 25, 1 to 18. Oh! That's an upgrade. Well, sort of. The condition's not as good. Over encumbered. Knew it. Alright, well. What can I drop? What do I not need? I don't need most of these books, but I kind of want to keep them. Some of them, anyway. Did I ever read Aedra and Daedra? You know what? Drop that. I don't need 5 songs. Well, yes I do. That's valuable lore. That's valuable lore I'm putting down. I don't need the guar hide, though. I can definitely drop the guar hide. That's just the hide of a guar. Can I use the levitation without having the sword equipped? Yes, I can. So I guess I'm keeping that sword with me forever now. And also switching to the Nordic Claymore, because probably useful. Does good damage. I'm surprised how much mileage I'm getting out of a two-handed sword. Watch me encounter an enemy that's not a skeleton, and immediately I'm the one that falls to pieces. Also, more importantly, I'm still over time, and I don't know why I'm not pausing to take care of wrapping up. Cut my orc into pieces. Great, thanks. Love it. I am enjoying myself, and that's valuable, but so would be stopping. I do, as it turns out, actually need to have the sword equipped, and it auto-equips it when I use the spell, so that's... Navigation with this spell is a little screwy. Just a smidge. Steel halberd. Urn. Oh, wow, there's a lot of stuff up here. I'm actually glad I went to this trouble. Chitin spear. Urn. Dead adventurer. Silver viper blade. Oh, it's short. Never mind. Imperial steel boots. 29. $31. Hey, there we go. There's something. Put those on you. Steel pauldron. Steel right pauldron, 27. I think I just tried a pauldron, right? It was a downgrade. 29. Yeah, that's a pretty sizable downgrade, so... 28. Ugh. Ugh, put it back on. Put them back on. Put that there. And put that there. And now he's better dressed than when we found him. Alright, alright. I am enjoying myself, but I'm gonna go to the next door down that I haven't already investigated. Call it there. We'll get out of this cave next time. With more loot. The game froze up again, didn't it? It's freezing on exit now. That's exciting. I mean, it's certainly not the end of the world by any means. Alright, well. Much though I'd like to keep going. Well, no, that's not true. I should take a break. I'm starting to feel like I need one. That's all the time we have for this stream, folks. Thank you all very much for attending. My next stream is going to be 4 days from now, not 2, because right now we're on schedule. We were off schedule 2 days ago when we did that stream, but we're back on schedule now, so my next stream will be Wednesday the 17th, 2 p.m. Pacific. I'm looking forward to seeing who shows up.
before we go, the usual plugs. First, the stream archives, where I try to upload all my previous streams within an hour of the stream's finishing. Find it on YouTube, Strawbunny Slime Stream Archives. That's Strawbunny Slime, all one word, or just follow this link. Second, if you want to stay up to date on when a stream is going live, or just chat with other stream goers between episodes, I have a couple of options. For the chattier folks, there's an announcement Discord where you can hang out with other chat members right there. If Discord's not your style, you might instead consider following us on our official stream Twitter at Strawbunny Slime right there. Third and finally, if you want to send a little money my way and unlock some extra emotes, consider subscribing. A Tier 1 sub is $4.99 a month and gets you access to the CogChamp, Straw Shade, and all new Shad U emotes. That last one is still a major work in progress and may end up replaced by something else entirely, because between you and me, the emote size on Twitch does not properly convey what the Shad U emote is supposed to look like at all. I apologize for that. Right now it probably just looks like Shadow's head with a weird squiggly line for a mouth, and if I may indulge just real quick, show the silly edit it was supposed to be. Hold on. Image, add source. Just pop it in. Stream stuff. This is what it was supposed to be. For anyone familiar with frigging Soul Eater, I decided to just edit the Excalibur face onto Shadow, and I liked it enough that I made it into an emote, but it doesn't look good at all. So I might change it in the future. Anyway, that's me getting off track. If you can't commit to a sub, you can instead consider donating. The button is on my About page right here on Twitch. And with all that said, that'll do it for this stream. Thank you all again very much for attending. I'm glad I can continue to be a source of entertainment for everyone here. The face we make when rude strangers sniff us and tell us they can't speak to us. Yep, that's Morrowind. Thank you all again for attending. I'm glad to be able to entertain. I'm hoping Morrowind doesn't take too much longer, but knowing my luck, it's probably going to be another 20 parts before I can wrap it up and move on to Oblivion. I am enjoying it, but I have such a soft spot for Oblivion. Oh, speaking of Oblivion, very, very clever segue here. Back to the donation for a moment. I'm currently doing a donation drive of sorts. Every $20 added to the pool gets one more Oblivion mod added. The reason I'm charging so much for one Oblivion mod is A, it's not going to be small scale mods. These are going to be big things. Like right now, I'm already planning on completely overhauling the landscape, which, you know, maybe a bit much, but more important, Oblivion has a bit of an issue where it likes to crash a lot if you sneeze at it. So a minimal amount of mods keeps the risk of crashes low. So the long and short of it is I'm charging so much per mod because the mods are very big and too many of them could make the game unstable. Last time I tried playing Oblivion with all the stuff I wanted in it, it crashed every half hour, which is not doable for a stream. So this is basically folks being willing to commit to the risk of crashes for mods on Oblivion. Anyway, that's me begging for money out of the way. Thank you all again for attending very much. Honestly, I am enjoying Morrowind. I'm looking forward to sharing more of it with you all and seeing more of it for myself because it is still my first playthrough. Hope to see you all at the next stream. Once again, that will be on Wednesday, the 17th of November, 2021 at 2 p.m. Pacific. Until then, I'm Strawbunny Slime. This has been Strawbunny Slime Streams. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And the ending of the words is Alm Civi.